Hey Jackie, happy Black Friday. We're just waiting for everything to hook up here. We'll get started in just a minute. Hope everyone had a grand time on their Thanksgiving. All right. Naomi's making faces at us through the window. Okie dokie. All right, I think we're all hooked up. Let me just get organized here. All right. Well, welcome to Black Friday. So I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving Day. Good morning, Naomi. We had a very calm day. It was very nice. Carla and I just went out to dinner, just us. We had a very relaxed, peaceful, relaxing day, which was really needed. And so we had a lot of fun. So anyways, pop on and say hi as you get on. You do that just by typing a comment both in the app or on Facebook. If you don't have our app, I really recommend downloading it from the App Store or Google Play. It is free and it definitely is a little bit quicker response. Hello, Kim. Happy holidays to you too. And someone said good morning, but they must not have their account confirmed, so I can't see the name. Sorry. Technology is a funny thing, so hello there. Anyways, I hope you all had fun for Thanksgiving. And here we are at the official start of the Christmas shopping season, Black Friday. And we thought we'd have some fun with that today. So really quick, hey Kathy, welcome, welcome. What I put on today, and I know so many of you are worried about buying fabrics because of color and everything. So today it is mostly fabric. That's something we haven't done a lot of other than in bundles. But today, hey Melody, today all the fabric that I've got on is going to be half yard minimums. And so the way this is going to work, and we'll go over all of this with again, but this is a quick preview. The item that comes up, so if you look here in the banner above my head, you'll see that it says a half yard minimum of Oreo mosaic. What that means is if you want a half a yard, you type in sold 100, sold, then a space, and then the number 100, sold 100, and you'll get a half yard minimum. Now, if you would like a yard or a yard and a half or 2 yards, go ahead and type it in every half yard increment. We haven't pre-cut this, and so we will cut to the largest increment we can. So if you put it in 3 times, we will cut a yard and a half. Okay, so that's how we'll do it. So you'll get a yard and a half cut, not 3 half yard cuts. Does that make sense? I will go over this again. But if anybody asks, that is how we're doing it. But before we get started, and while we're waiting for everyone to pop on here, we're gonna go ahead and remind everyone how to shop. Now, if it's your first time shopping with us on Facebook and you didn't pre-register, it's not too late. You can register right now. If you are on Facebook, simply type the word register in the comments. Make sure you hit return so it sends it off. And our system will actually recognize that and set you up an account. When you do that, Facebook requires that you actually confirm that you want an account, and so you have to go into your messenger and set everything up, and it'll create a shopping cart for you so that when you comment, it'll automatically know who you are and pop that into your shopping cart, all right? And as I said, you type in sold and then a space and then the 3-digit number for the item, and you can see that above me right here. And if I forget to switch it, remind me. Sometimes I forget. And then that's what you'll buy. And it's half yard minimums for the fabric. All the fabric today, I believe, I put at $2 off a yard. So good pricing on some of this. All right. For those of you who remember, we have flat rate shipping. So it's $7.50 for your order. That's in the United States. If you're outside the United States, we'll give you a call and figure out what that shipping is going to be, and you can determine whether or not that'll work for you. Okay, so don't worry about that. Now, you also have 24 hours to check out. Now, that starts when you put something in your cart. If you are watching the replay, you still have 24 hours, okay? So the system watches it from when you put something in your cart. And so if you're watching the replay, you can still check out, shop just as if you were here live. But if you're out actually, hitting the brick and mortars, which is awesome, make sure you hit those independents while you're doing it. You can come back, watch the replay, and shop there as well. Okay? Alrighty. Well, we're awfully glad you're all here, and we'll get started. And feel free to ask questions. You can comment in the app as well, and it will show up here on my dashboard. I've got a staff member or two watching it to help answer questions, so feel free to do that. Okay, so we're going to start with Sold 100, and in keeping with Black Friday, everything has a black or white theme, because tomorrow is Small Business Saturday, and in the shop tomorrow we are featuring white. So today we're combining the two, and we're doing black and white. So this is what we're doing, and like I said, we didn't pre-cut them, so I'm going to be showing you the actual bolts. Okay, so this is Oreo Mosaic Masterpiece 2, and you can see it's all black and white shapes. I think this would make a fun binding, a great border. You can have a lot of fun with this, some sashing to set this up. And this one is $6.49 for a half yard, and that's actually $2 off a yard, believe it or not. But we also, and that's Sold 100, but we also have the mosaic in black and white, and this is called Zebra. And it's the exact same thing, but instead of a white background, it's a black background. So again, awesome binding, awesome borders, some sashing. If you want some real interest and movement and contrast in your quilt, this would be a great one. So it's a half yard minimum cut. If you want more than half a yard, this is Sold 101. Type in Sold 101, hit return, type it in again, hit return, and that would give you a yard cut, okay? Everybody got that clear? Any questions on that? Let me know. All right, hey Melody. All right, so the next one is going to be Sold 102. This is one of my favorite blenders. And hopefully you can see this. Can you see that wave texture? That's actually what it's called, is wave texture. Now this tends to read slightly gray, but it's the closest thing we can get to white when you have a white texture in the material. But it is a very, very, very pale gray. And it is a wonderful blender. We have a lot of colors of this in the store, and it is a great blender. It adds a lot of movement. It works out really well for borders. It works out really well for backs. And it's $4.48 a half yard. $4.48 a half yard. Again, that's $2 off a yard. And that is wave texture Sold 102. I've got Carl back here producing for me, handing me bolts. I'm getting my arm workout today. And then Sold 103 is the black version of the wave texture. Can you see that wave in that? Yeah, so this is the black version of the wave texture. Oh, Lulu just opened the door and came in. Carl, can you shut the door? Because Judith's trying to work out there. So Lulu came in to say hi. I should pick her up and show you, because you know what? Lulu, come here. Come here, Lulu. Come here. Come here, Lulu. Look at this. She fits our theme. Can you say hi? She's black and white too. You say hi, Lulu? Call her, Carl.
Hey, Lulu. Hi.
So here's Lulu. This is our shop dog. And she fits our theme today for black and white, don't you think? Anyway. Little fun thing. All right. Jackie says hi, Carl.
Hi.
So moving on, we've got a fun black and white novelty print, but it's still black and white, and it is our Meow Kitty. And it's little cat profiles. So this is really fun for if you're working on a juvenile quilt, if you're working on a special, if you've got someone who adores cats in your life, this would be a great thing, especially for a back or perhaps for borders again. That would be really fun. This is sold $104, sold $104. Getting my little cheat sheets here. And it is Meow Kitty Dots, $5.48 for half a yard. And again, all the fabric is $2 per yard or $1 per half yard off. All right, moving on to the black version of this. It's paw prints. Can you see the paw prints? This is always a lot of fun when you're working with a novelty. Great.
Hold it up just.
Oh, hold it up just a little higher? Okay. Carl's trying to give me, okay, I'll do this. Is that better? Yeah, you can see those paw prints. Pretty good. You hear the rattling in the background, that's Lulu's. But that sold $105. Now we're gonna move just a bit to something slightly different. Those of you who know me know that I love needle binders. And look at this cute white one. Look at this cute white. This says Stitching Assistant. Stitching Assistant. And the way you do those is there's a magnet, it's a magnet on the front and it's also a magnet on the back. And so you can put it on yourself, on your project, if you're binding, if you're embroidering, hand embroidering, if you're cross stitching, anything that you like to do that's handwork, you can put it either on yourself or on your project. And then when you put your needle down, you put it on the magnet and it won't go anywhere. And what's really cool about that is I have a tendency to, when I do handwork, to stick the needle in the arm of the chair. Not a good idea. It's really not. And I often lose it, or I'll try and pin it in my project, and then I'm like, where in the project did I pin it? And especially if I'm binding a fairly large quilt, then I really lose it. So I use these. I think they're so cute. The other thing is when you're not using them, I'm collecting them. Put them on a magnet board, and then you've got a really cute decoration in your sewing room. So that's a lot of fun. So this is Stitching Assistant Kitty Needle Minder. And that is $8.50, save $1. So that's pretty good discount there. Save $1 on our little white Stitching Assistant Needle Minder. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All right, let's move on. So this is something a little different. Oh, can you take the...
Yeah.
I went through and was looking at our panels to see what we could do black-wise and came up with this one here. It's a real interesting panel. You could work it into all sorts of different things, but it's called Night Owl. And it has kind of two parts to it. So I'm going to back up here so you can see it. So it has this scene with the animals all in black and white, but then it has the animals in black and white that you can fussy cut and play with. So it'd be awesome if you want to fussy cut. Will there be black batiks?
Yeah, there's some.
There is one on our comment sold. Yes, we have it. It's coming. Watch, Karen. It'll be here soon. So anyways, this is the panel. Did I change that? Yes, I did. And this is sold $107 for the panel. It's a 24-inch panel, it looks like. Where's that? Yeah, it's 24 inches. And it is $6.50. That's $1.50 off the panel. And believe it or not, that's the black side of it. But the white side of it is a coordinating fabric called Altos. And it is a coordinating fabric which has those exact same animals that were in black and white on the panel, in color here. So you can have some fun with that. If you've got someone who likes animals and stuff like that, this would be really fun to work into a and a project for them. And that is 532 a half yard, okay? 532 a half yard. All right, so another thing that's a lot of fun, and again works out really well for borders and bindings, are these beautiful black and white checks. And again, great borders, great bindings. Buy a little extra and you can get what looks like a bias binding without having to, because this is all done on point. I love I love those kind of shortcuts where it looks like you did a heck of a lot more work, but you didn't. And Karen, if you're not local, we can do a FaceTime sale for you on the other boutiques that are on sale today. In fact, that's for if you're not local and you're looking at that. Our website is so close, guys, so close, but we'll get there soon. All right, so that's the Priscilla's Pretty Plaids in black and white, and it's $5.80 for a half a yard minimum. Again, remember, if you want more than the minimum, type it in more than once. Now, we're gonna match that obviously with black and white checks. It's really hard to do a black or a white version because they're pretty even, right? But look what we found. We found basically the same thing. Now it's just mini, also on point, and a lot of fun in the mini version. So this is called Chelsea's Plaids, and it's the black and white, $5.78 a half yard. Okay. All right, one of my favorites is cactus. Wonder why, right? Wonder why. And we have, hey y'all, this is a prickly pear cactus with on a black background. Prickly pear is so fun. It's part of what was the inspiration for our logo. If you see our green and red logo, the hearts in there, prickly pear petals often come out in hearts. In fact, we were walking the neighborhood yesterday and saw several heart petals out last night. It was really fun to see. So this is black and white, fun Southwest vibe in black and white. If you're working on a monochromatic quilt, that would be a great thing. Kathy Jean, the store actually will be opening in 11 minutes. We're opening at 8:30 today for the brick and mortar store, and we'll be open till 5:30. Open an hour early in honor of Black Friday. Hey, Brenda. Okay, then we also have Hey Y'all with black cactus outlines on a white background. And this is sold 112. Sold 112.
Oh, yeah, the banner
Yeah.
change.
Yep, I changed the banner. So again, cactus is near and dear to our heart here at Cactus Quilt Shop. Wonder why? All right, now we're doing everything in black and white, right? So here we go. Here's our stitching assistant in black. Here's our little black cat stitching assistant needle minder. Again, it's $8.50, $1 off today. And we're having some fun with that. Black and white needle minder. Stitching assistant. They are so fun to have, and they just really make a difference when you're doing handwork. I know not all of us do handwork, but a lot of us do. And even if you don't, they're so cute on a magnet board. They're so cute. That is sold 113, sold 113, $8.50 for that one. All right, now we're gonna go back to our novelty. We have, for the music lover in your life, we have a black on white, all sorts of different musical instruments. We've got some stringed instruments. We've got some brass instruments. Don't know that am I seeing any woodwinds in there? I don't think so. We've got musical scales and musical notes floating all around.
There was a saxophone.
Oh,
in
there is a sax.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a sax. There's a French horn. All right. So for the music lover in your life, this would be awesome to add to a project. Maybe you make a pillowcase. That's another thing. You could do pillowcases really easily and use some of these black and white coordinating fabrics. They would go with pretty much any decor and fit in with your, if you've got a music lover in your house, that would be a really fun Christmas gift that you can whip up a pillowcase in about an hour or so. I've done several and they take around an hour, hour and a half, and so they're quick, fun, last minute pillow gift, and so all of these would work really well. If you do want to do a pillowcase and you want it for the body, you'd want to buy a yard because it takes at least 3/4 of a yard to do a standard pillow. Here it is on black. So the white instruments on black, exact same pattern, all the same instruments, but it's on black. And this is sold $115, sold $115, and this is our musical instruments. Opus is what it's called. Isn't that a great title for that fabric? Opus. Okay, all right. Now another fun little thing that's not fabric today for the pet lover is our paws tag-it-ons. So what these are little tiny tags. You could sew these into the binding, all right, or put it on a project somewhere, and it just has a little tag for your animal lover friend, black and white. And these are on for $4. That's a savings of $1, and there's it's a packet of 12. So you can put that in, that little bit of personalization. Another thing you could put on a pillow case or something like that. Now, I know a lot of you love our Australians, and we did find 2 black and white in the Australians that work, and it's called Sandhill. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with Australian fabrics, these are imported from Australia. They are designed by the designers are mostly the Aboriginal people, and they are based on their communication, their historical communication. These are cottage industry for them, and it is some of the most beautiful fabric. I have put it on a huge sale today. It works out to be $6 for a half-yard cut, for every half yard, I should say. $6 for every half yard. This normally sells over $14 a yard. So this is about 2 1/4 off the normal price. So this is a really good deal on the Sandhill White. This is Sandhill White. These Australians also have a really nice hand. If you've ever been able to feel them, the hand of a fabric, if you recall, is how it feels in your hand. And if it's really soft and smooth, we call that a really nice hand. And these have a very nice hand to them. Sandhill White. And it's on for $6 for every half yard. Again, that's about 2 1/4, roughly 2 1/4 off the regular price per yard. And then we have Sandhill Black. Sandhill Black. So if you're working on a monochromatic project or have thought about one, this would be a really great addition. Again, beautiful hand. And this is you can see how very up and down it is, and it's not regular at all. It has a real beautiful organic feel to it and movement to it. Make a great project. Sandhill Black. It's part of our Australians or Aboriginals. And they are imported directly from Australia and are part of that industry over there. So this is another little bit of a different one. We have a line called Dressed and Obsessed, and it has the most beautiful black and white stripe. And that's what this is. I love stripes. Cut this on the bias, and boy, wouldn't you have an incredible binding. So this is sold 119, Dressed and Obsessed stripe. Again, this would make a great cuff on a pillowcase. In fact, we've got some pillowcase kits in the shop that use it. But a great black and white stripe. And what's really nice is that the stripes are perfectly even. Can you see that they're just a teensy bit wavy, which gives it a little bit more movement, a little bit more fun. It is $5.98 per half yard order, $5.98 per half yard. And that is also $2 a yard off, or $1 a half yard off. Here's the opposite version, not in stripes, because obviously stripes are stripes, but we've got white dots on black background, and this is also Dressed and Obsessed, black and white dots, $5.98 per half yard order, and it is sold 120 for black and white stripes. Can't ever have too many black and white stripes in your stripes and dots.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm losing my
dots.
mind. Just dots in your stash. This is a great time to build that stash with black and white. Okay, these we have a limited quantity on. So we have more in the shop that aren't black and white, but the black and white we have a limited quantity. So I thought I would show these off just in the limited quantity for the black and white. So if you are interested in this, you're gonna wanna pop on there pretty quick. These little short apron, we have a local person that makes these, and she makes those awesome color choices. These are $37.50. But let me point out some of the wonderful features of it. So you've got a nice long tie here. We're gonna go ahead and untie that, because you know me, I have to open everything up. And you've got a little hook that you can put things on, keys. You've got 3 nice sized pockets right here, and then you've got a 4th smaller pocket right there. So you've got 2 pockets there. Okay, and then, oh no. Actually
5
4
pockets.
Okay, I'm trying to get this all apart. I should have had this all apart for you. This is sold 121, and again, we only have a limited quantity of these, but they were so cute and fit our theme so well, I couldn't not put them on. But then you've also got a hook here, you've got a loop on right here on either side, and then it's actually 4 pockets. I thought it was 3, and then the little 2/3 pocket on the end there. Do you see how that one has 2 pockets right there? Can you see that? All in this darling black and white fabric, and I think the other one is very similar. The pocket may be slightly different, but it's all black and white fabrics like that. Can you grab the second one and we'll show them? We do have these in color in the shop as well, but today we're featuring the black and white versions. And there's the back. Finished beautifully. My staff absolutely loves these. Thinks they are so fun, and they really are very useful, and they're very well constructed. So that's $37.50 for that little black and white apron. And it's sold $121. Sold $121. All right, so we did find a set of batiks. We do have a lot of batiks in the shop. I'm excited to get those online. But this is our white blender batik. It really has, this is by Batik Textiles. Batik Textiles. This is made in Indonesia. And it is just a really nice white blender batik. You know, and you don't see them, that you can see that there's really not a lot of pattern on that, which is unusual for a batik, but sometimes that's what you need when you want your eye to rest in your project. And so this is sold $122, and it is a white batik. And then to match it for sold $123, we have a black batik. And again, this is Batik Textiles, and it's all black. Again, something unusual to get a really, that's looking kind of charcoaly, but it really is black. It's just the light is, if I pull it back, it looks a little bit better for the color. Ah, Kim, no, I didn't think about white or black grunge going on. We didn't do it for, not here for comments sold, but I do have
We've got some.
a couple of them on in the shop, so let us know. We can show you, we can always send a picture and show it to you if you're not local. Okay, but this is a black Batik by Batik Textiles, sold 123, 123. Sorry, Kim, I should have thought about black and white grunge. I don't know why I didn't. All right, one of the new things that just came in that we have made a kit out of is our black, white, and 24 karat gold. And you can see over to the, it's probably on your right as you're looking at it. Is it on your right as you're looking at it or on your left? It's sometimes backwards for me, so
On the right.
in the camera. But you see the table runner hanging vertically here? That is our 24 karat black, white, and 24 karat fabric. And we kitted that table runner. This is the fabric only, no pattern here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Black and white and 24 karat, isn't that beautiful fabric? So you've got that for that wonderful table runner, fabric only. It's normally $27.99 and we've got it on for $24.99. This would make a great addition for your holiday table, and this does not take long to do. My sample maker was able to whip that up pretty fast. It's not a huge table runner, but it would look really great. You could always extend it, but this kit will make that size. And for those of you who are around, all of the black fabrics on the bolt of this are on sale in the shop today. Remember, our black fabric sale is only today. But as I said, that was a fabric only, sold $124. The pattern is in the Table-tastic 3 book, which we have put on before, but I wanted to show you. And since I was choosing this for black and white, here it is. There's the pattern for it. It's in the Table-tastic 3 book, which was the new one that just came out this summer. So if you have Table-tastic and you're wondering which ones, if you haven't bought it since this summer, this is the Table-tastic 3. And it's normally $24.99, and I put it on for $21.99. So it's $3 off. And you know, they're showing you the black, white, and gold, what we did, but here's a Christmas version you could do if you have red and green and other ones. But there's some really fun, different table runners and table toppers. There are 20 in here, I believe. And this is the last book of the series, Table-tastic. And this is by Doug Lico. So that is Table-tastic 3, sold $125. $3 off at $21.99. And you have 20 patterns in there. So that's, yeah, 20 patterns. It's barely $1 a pattern. That's awesome. All right, so this one's fun. It's black and white, sort of, but very popular fabric. We can't keep this in stock. Carnival. So this is on a white background with all these beautiful, 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 fun bubbles and dots. Carnival, this is sold $126 for a half yard minimum. Remember, if you want more than half a yard, just put it in more than once. Sold $126, return, sold $126, return, and you'd get a yard. Okay, that's Carnival. This is a lot of fun. A lot of movement, bright. If you like brights, you need this in your stash. Absolutely need to have it in your stash. And in keeping with our theme, we have Carnival on black fabric. As soon as my producer brings it over to me. He got distracted. The dog scratched at the door and he started to go get her. And I'm like, no. So here it is on black. Again, this has been really popular. We've had it in the store a couple of times. And great movement in this. Lots and lots of fun. Wonderful borders to give you a lot of movement and match a very bright quilt and have a lot of fun with. That is sold $127 Carnival on black. Okie dokie. All right, so we pulled some flannel. It's the time of year that flannel is great on the back of a baby quilt or a special project like that. And this is, it's called AirScript. This is a white flannel with black writing. Sold $128, and it says, oh, is it upside down? Is that better? It says, I love you to the moon and back, twinkle, twinkle, and then it has little stars. So this is a flannel. This is flannel, okay, flannel. And that is sold $128, and that is, oops, $5.48 for every half yard. $5.48 for every half yard. Now, we've got to have a black version, but this is a little bit different. This is a night sky of flannel. Again, flannel. So the moon and stars on a black sky. And this is also $5.48 for every half yard. Wonderful backing on your baby quilts. Don't we love putting flannel so it's nice and soft? And this is a very pretty flannel, very soft flannel. Sold $129 for every half yard. Sold $129 at $5.48 a half a yard. All right. So this one's kind of fun as well. This is kind of our younger section, right? This is called Creativity Glows. It's all these wonderful shapes, mostly stars and diamonds on a white background. But the fun thing about this is, it glows in the dark. Some of these shapes are glow in the dark. The little green shapes typically are glow in the dark, which would make a great pillowcase for your favorite child for Christmas. And it's called Creativity Glows on white. And it is sold $130. Sold $130. Isn't that fun? I think it's such fun. It's got a great toss of, it's pretty much diamonds and stars and various things, and it glows in the dark. Where you can see the green ones, that's what glows, are those pale green ones. And it's a lot of fun. I actually took it in a dark room here to make sure it all glowed. And it does. Here it is. That was sold $128. This is sold $129. It's Creativity Glows in black. Again, it will glow. What glows is I think the white ones is what glows on this. And it just is fun for that youngster in your life. To give them a little bit of light in a dark room and maybe foster some imagination and fun in a pillowcase or a blanket. All right. Oh, I didn't change. There's the half yard. Forgot to change the bubble. Now I've changed it. There's the half yard for the white Creativity Glows. And that's $5.79 for every half yard cut. And then here it is. Oops. Hang on a minute. There we go. I hit the wrong thing.
You want the fabric back?
Here it is for the black. For the black, sold $131. Everybody see that across the top? Now, if you're on the app, you can just touch that picture and it will ask you what you want to put in the cart. So that's really fun. All right, so we're going to move on. And this is our white back, right?
Yes.
This is a wide back. This is 108 inches. 108 inches. This is going to be heavy. Okay, let me pull this up here. Get my morning workout. So if you can see that, it is a white background with gray swirls, dotted swirls. This is a wonderful backing. And it is 108 inches wide, 108 inches wide. And it is on at, this one is a 1 yard minimum cut. With the wide backs, we're doing a 1 yard minimum cut, okay? So this is a 1 yard minimum cut, and it's $17.96 for 1 yard. So if you are looking to pick up a back, this is a great time to save at $17.96 a yard. Get 3 yards of that, and you've got your backing for less than 60 bucks. That's a great, awesome deal. So if you want to get like 3 yards of it, put in sold 132 and hit return, and then do it 2 more times. Sold 132, return, sold 132, return. That will get you a 3 yard cut. Not 3 1 yard cuts, but a 3 yard cut. So you can use it for a back. And this is 108 inches wide. Sold 132, sold 132. Okay. So of course, in keeping with our theme today, what is coming next? Can you tell me? I bet you can't guess. Of course you can guess. It is sold 133, our 108 white back, black with the white spirals. Now this will let you see what the pattern is a little easier. And this is the same pattern that is on the white with the gray dots. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's the dotted spirals, but now it's in black. Again, it's a 1 yard minimum cut, but I recommend getting 3 yards and doing it on, if you're doing a bigger quilt. Now, if you're doing a smaller quilt, you can do a little less. But remember, it's 108 inches wide. All right, so 108 inches wide means it's every yard is 3 yards wide, if you haven't bought wide backs before. All right, well, we're getting pretty close to the end here. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful time shopping and enjoying this holiday weekend. One of my favorite things is the Christmas music that you will now be hearing on the radio a lot more. We were searching for a Tucson area station that's playing Christmas music continually. Couldn't find one. So if any of you are local, let us know who's playing Christmas music in the Tucson area. We've got a Phoenix station on right now. I know there's also a Salt Lake station that plays it continuously. And I love Christmas music. Who's with me? Do you love Christmas music? I love Christmas music. It's one of my favorite parts of this whole season. I love the all sorts of Christmas music, and I love some of the old favorites. We were setting the sail last night, Carl and I were, and we had our Christmas music playing, and as we were setting the sail and having a lot of fun singing along to the songs at the top of my voice since nobody was here. Anyways, we're going to finish off highlighting this beautiful black and white and gray quilt behind me. Some of you have seen it before, but it is an awesome, awesome quilt. And you can find it in the Pretty Darn Quick 3 Yard Quilt Book. And we've actually put that on sale. Normally it's $16 for 8 patterns. It's now $14 on comment sold only. And those are the 8 patterns that come in this little booklet. It comes sized for a throw. Now, she has instructions to increase that size up to a queen, but that obviously will take more than 3 yards. Naomi did this, and it was her first quilt. So those of you who think you can't do something like this, you absolutely can. And it is this pattern right here in this book. So that's why we're featuring it, because we've got that beautiful black and white quilt on the back wall. Sold $134 for that book, for the Pretty Darn Quick 3 Yard Quilt Book. And we are featuring, it's not actually some of the fabrics that we used in this quilt, but it is part of the same lines. We're featuring a slightly different fabric from this same line, Sparkle and Fade. This is on a white background, and it's a metallic silver. I don't know how well you can see that. Hopefully the lights will let you see that metallic silver. This makes me think of trees and branches all frosted over and very, I don't know, kind of fun winter. But this is Sparkle and Fade. Again, a half yard minimum for every sold 135 you enter. And it is beautiful metallic at $5.79 for every half yard. And then we have the black version. And so with still the same silver, sparkle and fade in the black. All right, well, thank you all so much for being here. We wish you all the best for your holiday season. We hope you have a lot of fun. Go ahead and share this video. You can shop the replay just as if you were watching us live, so hopefully some of you will be able to do that. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment just like you would if you were watching us live. I do go back and pay attention to the comments, so I love to see who comes on and watches the replay. The replay will be posted for a few days, and the prices will continue for the next few days. So go ahead and watch the replay. If you'll share it, that's really great, because that helps us get known a little bit better and helps Cactus Quilt Shop grow. And so we appreciate that, and we're thankful for our customers, as I mentioned on Wednesday. Look for us again on Thursday nights at 6:30 Mountain Time. So that's 5:30 Pacific, 6:30 Mountain, 7:30 Central, and 8:30 Eastern, when we will have a new show. We'll let you know what the theme is. I've got a couple of different themes going through my head, and I'm trying to figure out which one we should do next. The other thing I want to draw your attention to is next Thursday is also December 1st. And on December 1st, we will start our virtual shop hop, where we have 12 shops across the country who will be participating with our 12 at 12. And so every day for the first 12 days of December, a different shop will go live at noon Central Time. So that's 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, noon Central, and 1 Eastern every single day, the 1st through the 12th. A different shop will go live. It's a great way to see what's going on around the country without having to actually travel, because shops often do different things. There's some really fun shops out there, and they're a lot of fun to watch. Our day, we will close up the 12 days this month on the 12th. We will be on the 12th. And so we hope to see you then, so mark your calendars for that. The other thing I do want to draw your attention to is around Christmas, we will not be doing our lives. The week before and the week after Christmas, we won't be doing our lives. I'm going to be traveling with family, and so we're just not going to do them those weeks. Plus, most of us are busy doing other things. So we've got some lives coming up between now and that second week of December, and then we will take a couple weeks off. So anyways, keep following us. Have a fun weekend. If you're with family, enjoy your time. If you're out shopping, be safe and enjoy the time. Remember to shop local. Tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. So tomorrow in the shop, we will have white fabric on sale. So if you're interested in any of that, give us a call. We're happy to work something out on a virtual shopping trip. And as I said, our website is so close. It's only 6 months behind, but hey, it's close. And we are working on that really hard. Thank you so much. This Thanksgiving weekend, we're so grateful for all of our customers that help keep us going and help us grow. We really appreciate you taking the time and spending part of your Friday today celebrating black and white with us. And have a wonderful day and happy sewing. Take care now. Bye-bye.